Hello everyone, this is your boy Ferdlands. Welcome to my channel. If you like my content, please do consider subscribing. Destroy that like button, I would really appreciate that. Also, leave any feedback or comments in the comment section below. And with that, let's jump into today's video. So a couple of different topics that we have to cover today, so let's begin with it. First, we have the Sony State of Play that happened last Thursday, where they showed 14 minutes of gameplay from Horizon Forbidden West. Honestly, the game looks absolutely stunning. The gameplay seems similar to the last game, Horizon Zero Dawn, with a few elements added in, like the special takedown moves that they showed, like anime-esque takedowns, and the wing glider, basically kind of helping you with the verticality aspect of the game. So that's a new feature as well. Really look nice as well. And I'm sure anyone who saw the game had their minds blown based on how gorgeous it basically looks, right? I personally, I know I can't wait to play this game. I still don't have a PS5. I did join Twitter with the same Twitter handle as my, YouTube channel's name. So if you guys want to join me there, shameless plug. Just trying to see if I can maybe get my hands on this damn box. I gotta be honest, it's not easy. But yeah, no, I mean, the game itself, it looks absolutely stunning. I mean, if just just how beautiful the world seems, just how incredibly detailed it is, and it seems even more immersive than before, in comparison to Horizon Zero Dawn, which is very interesting. And to add on top, as a cherry on top, the beautiful underwater exploration aspect that they've added. I believe that with all of these new features, along with just how beautiful the game looks, and hopefully it's taking advantage of the PlayStation's power, PlayStation 5's power, I think Sony has another banger on their hands. Maybe even Game of the Year contender, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of games coming. At the same time, honestly, because they haven't released a time when this game will come out, so hopefully if it is coming this year, maybe, you never know if it's gonna be one of the contenders for the Game of the Year. So, if not this year, if it comes next year, I'm pretty sure it'll be the same situation. So I mean, if you watched the Sony State of Play, let me know what you all think in the comment section below. I think it was beautiful. I think anyone who's a fan of third-person shooter games or third-person role-playing games, I think they would be really interested in this game, right? If you have a PlayStation 5 and you're a fan of this kind of genre, these kind of games, I'm sure you're going to love it. So, leave your thoughts if you played the last game, and what you think about this game. Does it look nice? Does it look beautiful? What do you guys think about it? Now, we come to some bad news. The head of Sony Worldwide Studios, Herman Holst, announced that the new God of War game, God of War Ragnarok, yes, the name is confirmed by Santa Monica Studios, will be a cross-gen game. Now, this comes as a bit of a disappointment to me. I have seen some YouTubers downplaying the significance of, a decision by Sony, saying that no, it doesn't matter and the game is still going to be fine. Listen, I understand and I agree the game is still going to be amazing. Santa Monica Studios know what they're doing. I mean, the last God of War game should be a testament of what this studio can achieve. I believe in Santa Monica Studios. I believe in Cory Barlog. I believe in what these guys can achieve. But having said that, we have to understand that a game that is to be released in the year 2022 for a console that was released in 2013, being the PS4, that game is going to be held back. Now, Horizon Zero Dawn looks beautiful, so people might say, "Hey, Jawad, look at that, and look at how good Horizon Zero Dawn looks. That game looks beautiful, and it's a cross-gen game." And you're right. Absolutely. I'm not going to disagree to that, but I'm pretty sure by the time the game comes out, we will see differences where the PS4 version lies and where the PS5 version lies. And you would be able to clearly tell points where they would have had to make exceptions just because the game just wouldn't run on the PS4, on the base PS4, not the PS4 Pro, the base PS4. And that's the part that kind of makes me sad as a gamer, right? The whole charm of buying a new console generation is to get experiences that can only be had on that particular system. And that is why anyone who's a fan of console exclusives looks forward to a game like God of War, to a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, right? And it doesn't make any sense that a game that is released 2 years after the console launch be released on the previous generation of consoles, which are at this point honestly piss poor in their quality. I mean, I have the base PS4, and the bloody thing struggles to play games at a stable frame rate. It constantly suffers from frame drops, it stutters. So it leads me to believe that even though Santa Monica Studios would put all this effort in to make a beautiful God of War game, God of War Ragnarok, and it's gonna run piss poorly on the old system. So the question becomes, why put money and resources towards that? Now, listen, I understand that there's a money aspect involved in this. There's about 125 million PS4s out there versus what, maybe 6 to 7 or 8 million even PS5s. The PS5s are in short supply. People can't get their hands on them. So there's an incentive for Sony to do this, and I understand that. But you have to understand that having the game like God of War exclusive to the PS5 platforms gives you that particular edge, right? If you think your console is in demand now, just imagine what would happen if people can actually get their hands on a PS5, or what the demand would be like for that console when everyone knows that God of War is only playable on that particular system. And that's the part that kind of, makes me think that I don't agree with this decision that Sony's taken. I really don't. I think the at least if nothing else, God of War needed to be an next-gen game, and that's not just the thing here, right? They announced also that Gran Turismo 7, a game that I particularly am not even interested in, but which was advertised as going to be it was going to be a specific PlayStation 5 launch, a PlayStation 5 exclusive, is going to be a cross-gen game as well. So then you come into this realm of where people who were going on or getting on Microsoft's case or Xbox's case for trying to put games on the old generation system. Listen, I didn't forgive Xbox for this very same thing, right? When they first showed Halo Infinite, and everybody was saying that, oh, the game doesn't look good, I said it right then and there, and the reason why the game doesn't look good is because Microsoft or the 343 Industries is being forced to release a game on the OG Xbox, the original Xbox, the big black one, which was released back in 2013, which was severely underpowered even for its time, and also the base PS4 as well. So if you have a game that is being released hopefully this year, being Halo Infinite, but being forced to be developed for a console that was released back in 2013, because you got to remember the 2013 version of Xbox had a part of its memory reserved for the Kinect, so it couldn't even take advantage of the full GPU within it, which was already a very weak GPU. And so when you think of the development of Halo Infinite in that particular aspect, you can understand why is it that when you look at the graphical fidelity of the Halo Infinite gameplay trailer they released, why did it, why was it met with such criticism? The reason why it looked like shit was because it was being developed with the lowest common denominator in mind. And unfortunately, the lowest common denominator in mind, which is the OG 2013 Xbox, is a pretty crappy console. Same goes for the PS4. It's a very crappy console at this point. I mean, in 2021 or games coming in 2022 like God of War, they should not have this whole reasoning of being held back just because Sony wants to make a few dollars. Look, they're gonna still do what they think they need to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to agree with this decision, right? Where was this quote from Jim Ryan when this was being announced, right? That we believe in generation. I mean, was that a lie? Was that a ruse? Because I'm an idiot. I fell for it. I was like, yeah, you know what? If I spend $500 or $600 or $700 of mine, then I want to play a game that will take advantage of that $600-$700 piece of hardware. If I can just play that bloody game on my old PS4 with it, which I bought in 2014, why should I even bother? Just for a few better frame rates, a little bit more graphical fidelity? No, I mean that does not justify my reasoning of spending money on a new console if you're not even gonna have games that take advantage of that power. I mean, unfortunately, at this point, that means that so far the only games we have that take into account the power of the PS5 and they truly take advantage of that ability of that console is Demon Souls and the new Ratchet and Clank game. I mean, the whole thing with the SSD being able to generate worlds seamlessly, no narrow corridors, no climbing upstairs, no getting in elevators, all of that stuff. We know that God of War won't be able to take advantage of that now. Simply because it is being forced to be developed and released on the old generation system. And in my opinion, that is incredibly sad. That was not something I was looking forward to. I did not expect that, and obviously, as a fan, that doesn't make me feel good. And this is funny because this is coming from someone who doesn't even own a PS5 as of yet. Like I'm still hunting for the bloody console. But for me, as much as I am a fan of the PlayStation community, as a fan of Sony's products and their exclusives, I was going to wait patiently until I could get my hands on the PS5 to play God of War. Now, would I buy the God of War game on the PS4 when it gets released here? No, not at all. I still think that the best version of the game would still be on PlayStation 5, and I will wait until I can get my hands on a PS5. Let's say if I can't get it till 2022, though I'm sincerely hoping that's not the case and I'm able to buy it. But I will wait to get my hands on a new console and then buy the game. Alright? And look, I still think Santa Monica Studios is going to do a fantastic job. I mean, they're a studio that has produced a phenomenal first game. I don't think that they will, let us be disappointed with the new game. But I still think they shouldn't have been held back. Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Let me know what you all think, and I will holler at you all later. Take care, guys. Bye.